You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good.
That does look good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comfort of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
Double.
There
you go. Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to
On the
say,
flyer.
Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hey y'all. Hey. What is going on? What's going on? What is up? It is time to be silly. It's Saturday. Y'all please go ahead and hit the like button. I think YouTube is tripping with my notifications this morning. So y'all please go ahead and hit the like button. Share out, share. Mod Squad, can somebody put in the Mod Squad chat and the members only chat that we are live for Silly Saturday? Can Tracy or one of my other mods, Jason, Tracy, somebody, one of my mods, can y'all put in the Mod Squad chat that we are live? Put it in the Mod Squad chat and the members only chat. Because I don't know how well YouTube did this morning with their notifications. Be that as it may, we are here. It is Saturday. I'm here like I promised on another Saturday. It is time to be silly. Let me freshen up my camera lens, make sure that y'all can see me and stuff. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, for that. Love my mods. My mods be in here working. I work too, though. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for that. Hold it on just there. But anyway, speaking of which, I need to clean these raggedy, dirty glasses. I can barely see out of them. You know, anybody else who wears glasses, do you do that? Like, you can go so long with your glasses being so dirty, and people are amazed how you're even able to see out of them. Like, it looks like it's constantly snowing on your through your glasses. That's how dirty it is. They are. So yeah, I'll clean them properly when we get off of here. But I need to do something. I couldn't even see out of them so bad. All right. Oh, that's much better. Much better. All right, y'all. We are here. Let me say hi to y'all as y'all come through. Hey, Diamond Pearl Jim. Hey, my love. You're back to being first. See, that's my that's my teacher's pet right there. Diamond Pearl Jim is usually the first one in the building. And once again, she's here. Budget weights. Hey, boo. Jason, what's good, Shondo, bruh? Let's put some Shondos in the chat. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all press Shondo. Do all of the things. Share out and all of that stuff. Hey, Tracy, boo. MVN, Shondo, boo. Donna Clay. It happens all the time, child. A certain amount of dirt acts as a filter. I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for it. Listen, you are not a member of the brotherhood and sisterhood of the spectacles if you have not had to have or see through dirty glasses. I'm just saying that's the part of life. It's a part of life. Anyway, it's Saturday. Y'all probably got a lot going on and a lot to do, so I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I know we got y'all got things to do and places to go and people to do. Thank you, Jason, for putting Cash App information there for those people who want to donate. Donate. We are here to make you laugh, to make you think, to help you learn, and then how my glasses got dirty again that bad, and just to overall have a good time already. Like I ain't even did nothing. They already dirty already. Damn it! I ain't even did nothing. God, Lord, Jesus. All right, that should be better. Maybe they're scratched. No, they're not scratched. It's just dirty. All right. Anyway, okay, that's better. Now I want them perfectly clean. When just a moment ago I could even see out these bastards. Now they got to be perfectly clean. Something's wrong with me. It's okay. Yeah, that's a scratch. I need some new glasses. That's a scratch. All right. All right. What was I just saying? Y'all have a lot of things to do, and we won't keep you. Y'all come here to laugh, learn, forget about the hustle and bustle of the week, have a good time, and we here to do that today. Now, I will admit, a lot happened this week. The good thing is we had a live on Thursday, and we covered a lot of topics that on Thursday. So the dossier. I am Donna Clay. I absolutely am. You are correct. You are very correct, Donna. I absolutely am. The dossier, ladies and gentlemen, this week is actually not that packed, which is dangerous for us because y'all know when the dossier is not that packed, all sorts of, tomfoolery happens. So y'all be prepared. Y'all know how we do it, how this goes. So, but before I get us started with and begin to unpack the dossier, let me bring up again. I told y'all that from time to time we would have color commentators come in to discuss topics with us. The dangerous part is whenever I bring people in, they won't know what the topics are. What's good, Sean? What's good, Five? Thank you for being here. We're about to do the damn thing, Five. Sean, I actually want you to come and be a color commentator on Silly Saturday one week if you can. And I think, Sean, hit me up on my IG because I think I know your dad. I think I know your dad. I think I have a connection with your dad. But if I'm correct, Anyway, hit me up with an IG. We'll talk Instagram DM. We'll talk about it. But what's good, Fi? What's up? Anyway, Xavier, y'all coming up in here. Listen, what's my time? At 12:25. Listen, we gonna give because the notifications did not come up. You know what? We're gonna give them to a solid 12:30. Mods, we will not start checking hall passes until 12:30. At 12:30, we checking hall passes. Anybody without a hall pass, they getting this good essay. This good essay. What Tracy said about my essay after that 5,000 word essay on the growing besides links over the last 50 years. I'm on time. Thank you for being on time. We giving people to a solid 12:30. We know YouTube ain't shit today. They ain't sending out notifications. It's a whole lot of other people live as well. So yes, Sean, we'll have you on as a guest commentator. But I really think if I'm right about what I think I am, I may know your father. Okay, so today's color commentator will be up. As I was about to say, the color commentators have no idea what all of the topics are, so that you get to get their real, genuine response to whatever it is that the topic is of the day. So yes, and so without further ado, let me bring him up. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. Hey, Cam.
Hello, hello, El Teddy. How are you?
Hey, my love. Hey, boo.
Hello, hello.
How are you this morning? How's the weather in the great state of Minnesota?
You mean after the 18 inches of snowfall we got earlier this week?
Oh,
Right,
oh.
right. Move, next year. Don't know where yet, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
I know that's right. Y'all put a Shondo in the chat for Cam. Just say hey to Cam.
Good morning, everyone.
Y'all make sure y'all liking the video because, like I said, I don't think notifications went out today. And like, share, all of that good stuff. So everybody know we here. Because I don't want to give people essays. I am giving essays today. I know normally we don't give essays on Saturday, but they got until 12:30. We checking at 12:31. We checking hall passes. This is Saturday school. You know how when you used to get in trouble, and used to have to go to Saturday school and stuff like that. Yeah, that.
I did in-school suspension, and I was suspended. I wasn't doing Saturday school.
At one of my schools, that was an alternative. You either got if you agreed to do Saturday school, you didn't have to do in school or outdoor suspension, which went on your record. You could do Saturday school depending on what it was, and it was like a slap on the wrist. Nothing had to go on your student profile and everything. Hey Tanya, boo. Tanya, did I add you to the mods? I mean, to the members only chat. Let me know because I know you sent me your screen now. I just want to make sure I forgot. I didn't forget. Them 18 inches was good as a student. Now just because when you started saying them 18 inches was good, I had to think, Xavier, wait a minute, Xavier, what is going on? Remember there used to be a porn star named Mr. 18 Inches, that older black man who used to wear the glasses back in the day. Now, if you watched porn back in, this had to be like early 90s, early to mid 90s. There's an old porn star from back in the day. He did straight porn. He actually had porn with a trans woman. He had one video with a trans woman too, but his name was Mr. 18 Inches. And he had a really, really, really long peen. Was it 18 inches? Probably not, but it was definitely well into double digits though. It was like, stupid long, like what the hell is that? But
that's not a good porn name though. That's not a good porn name though.
That was his name.
I know it's not a very good one, like Mr. 18 Inches. Like
MVN say after the Breakfast Club's 80s movie, yeah, you was all here for Saturday school. They did have the Breakfast Club is a good movie. That was a great movie. A great movie. Yeah. Yeah.
It's still a classic. I still enjoy it.
It is. It's a classic movie. Great movie.
Classic movie.
Everybody said poor Cams because you got that cold weather. And on the East Coast, they have record heat. It was in the 80s in DC, from what I understand. Like my best friend called me, said he had to turn on the air conditioning freaking February.
That's fine. That's acceptable.
Anyway, so you ready, sir? Are you ready for this ride?
I don't know what you're gonna put me through, but yes, I will. I will give authentic responses.
I'll try to be gentle. I'll try to be gentle.
You don't know the definition of that, but okay.
You might be right. You might be right. All right. Well, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You know how we always start our silly Saturday with the ABCs. The ABCs. Diamond Pearl Jim has confirmed it was hot as hell. Hot as Hades. Budget Weight said, yeah, they got the air conditioner on. See? Also, programming note, don't forget tonight at 8 o'clock, we will be at the Really Be 10,000 subscriber celebration. Y'all make sure y'all are there with bells on. We're going to be doing the damn thing, celebrating my big six. Speak of the devil, and the devil will appear. There she is in the chat. We will be there tonight, y'all, at 8 p.m. Really Be 10,000 subscriber celebration. We are so happy and so excited for her. Y'all make sure y'all there. I don't care what you got going on. This is a big occasion. Cancel your plans and be here with us. All right. Let me get some hashtag ABCs in the chat. Because it's time for now. Well, let me ask you this, Cam, before we get started. What is your favorite segment? Palette cleanser?
No, because they're never my personal preference.
Oh,
I understand.
They're usually not mine either. They're usually not mine either.
But you do it for other people.
Right. It's for the people. It's not for me.
It's like oral sex. It's not really for you. It's for them.
Right. It's for them. Even though I enjoy giving oral sex, I really do. I really do.
I would honestly say in the sugar spike segments to me are my favorite, just because the stories are sometimes so incredulous that you don't think that it's real. You think that this would be something that's on the Onion as satire, but look it up. It's on reputable news sites. People are literally just that, insane. So I actually really enjoy those segments because, no matter how crazy you think people get, someone manages to lift that bar higher every time.
Budget Weights. Ain't no Chicago PD marathon tonight. Tonight is Really Be night.
My boo Really Be.
We got to beat up for my sis tonight. Just saying. Hashtag ABC. A bitch came. A bitch just came. What we got for a bitch came? For those people new to the program, the ABC segment are headlines. It's just the headlines. We saw the headlines and immediately said, nope. Can't do it, won't do it. A bitch just came. A bitch came. Don't have the bandwidth with which to break this down and unpack this.
Can't, won't, don't.
Hey Castro, what's good, boo? Virginia Republican calls Pete Buttigieg Pete butt plug. Nope. That's all you can. I can't. Nope.
Why is he saying that when his head looks like a butt plug, though? I mean, he looks exactly as I expected him to look saying this statement.
Not the fact that you said this man's head look like a butt plug. Hey, Harold.
He just
hey, Donna Clay. You said this man's head look like a butt plug. You know what?
It's always people that look like him that have the most to say. He looks exactly as I expect him to look. He looks like a knockoff Mr. Clean that you will find at a discount.
Oh, wow.
I just I don't know. It's the obsession with what gay people do in their bedrooms for me.
They be doing it. That's why.
Do you want to be a third?
They be doing it. That's why.
The projection.
Are you drinking coffee this morning? Is the coffee extra good?
I'm drinking water because I'm recovering from the flu still.
Oh.
But
Snacks of the day is the high chews are back. We got the big bag of high chews. Snacks of the day.
I can't eat.
This is the one with kiwi, pineapple, mango, and dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit tastes like weak kiwi.
Tastes like what?
Weak kiwi.
Wheat kiwi. What else can't we? I'm not doing this one. This one right here, nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, let's put him in.
Einstein says he misses original Aunt Jemima the original Aunt Jemima logo, and rightfully gets drugged on Twitter.
Now, El Teddy, who did Ben Stein used to write speeches for?
That doesn't make it okay, though.
No. Answer the question. Who did Ben Stein used to write speeches for? Because it was two presidents.
I know one of them was Reagan.
It was Nixon and Ford.
I thought it was Reagan and Ford. I know Ford, but I thought it was Reagan and Ford. I swore it was Reagan and Ford.
Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
So this
but I thought it was Reagan and Ford. I didn't know it was Nixon and Ford. I knew it was Ford, but I thought it was Reagan and Ford. I really thought it was Reagan.
He was very he's buddy with Kissinger.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know Ben Stein is as racist and discriminatory as they get, but I just don't have the bandwidth to deal with that young man. The man is knocking on death's door. Like he's 135 years old. Died.
No,
just go away and die quickly.
Looks that old. He's not that old. He just looks that old.
How old is Ben Stein? Let's look this up. How old do you think he is? I'm going to say he's in his 80s.
No, he's like 76 maybe.
No, I don't believe that.
76, 78, something like that. He was born in like 40 something. He not that. He look old.
He been looking old too. Remember he used to have that game show?
Win Ben Stein's money?
I'm mad. Anyway, nobody cares. Go away. Die slowly.
Go away from me with this.
A bitch just can't. I don't have the energy for him.
What do they call it now though? Isn't it then they changed the name too?
It's milling company, some kind of milling
company or something.
I think it's some kind of milling company or something.
It sounds just as racist, but whatever.
I don't know. Something. So big 12-inch dick ass Chad Johnson from my hometown of Miami, Florida. He went to Coral Gables Senior High School. Says that the first 2 years of his career, he lived in the facilities at the stadium in Cincinnati. Pearl Milling Company. Thank you, Xavier. I know it was something with Milling Company. Listen, I don't have time for this. Parts of this I can't believe. You may be telling the truth, but I just don't believe it.
I'm gonna just do this. I mean,
I just can't.
I mean, they'll take the rent high, so get it how you live. I don't really know what to say to that.
The man was making millions of dollars a week. Every game check, he got millions of dollars.
And
rent ain't that high.
It's high as hell.
And he was in the NFL. The young man had children while he was in the NFL, meaning it's very clear and likely you was busting people down at the facilities. I don't want to go and sit down on the elliptical machines in the weight room and now booty juices from you busting down some skank, your nut all over the place and all of that kind of stuff. Can I not have that? Yeah, this is in Cincinnati, Xavier.
Whenever I think that I'm done being shocked at your commentary, you manage to find a way.
What? Is that not true?
You managed to find a way.
Like, listen, This is the same guy who K. Michelle went out on a date with and said when he pulled down his pants, I had to leave because it was too big. And this was back when K. Michelle had all the junk in the trunk.
I mean, but that sounds like that's your kind of party, though, LT. You being a
Mama
size.
said it's too big for me. That's what she said. I'm just telling you. I've seen the peen. I've seen it. It's on the internet. You can go check it out. It's there. It's real thick.
I mean, I'm just saying we know you're a size queen, so that would be
I'm not a size queen.
right.
Thank you.
Right.
Sir.
Whatever lies help you go to sleep at night.
Lord. I really am not, contrary to popular belief.
Mm-hmm. Contrary to facts and reality, yes.
Here we go. Look, y'all see what I have to deal with and go through? Do y'all see what I have to endure?
Oh, you endure all right, power bottom.
I am not a power bottom. I might be a
Anyway,
verse bottom, but not a power bottom. Because I will flip you on over. Right, Harold? Exactly, Harold. Please say it out loud for the people to hear. God.
because he be hoeing and has the audacity to project about somebody busting somebody down on an elliptical in Cincinnati when he know good and well he's been busted down
I've
in
never gotten bust down on an elliptical. Wait, let me think.
the fact that you have to think about that.
I retract that statement. There was a time in college. Ooh, let me
Oh
shut
my
up.
God.
But everybody was hoeing in college, okay? God.
Definitely did not do that.
If you wasn't hoeing in college, you wasn't trying. That's what college is for. Speaking
When I
of big dicks, we going from one big dick to another. This young man, did it not change on your end?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy, hold on. Let me make sure.
See,
Okay.
thank you, Xavier.
I'm not in college and I'm not. Oh, there it is. I'm in college and I'm not. Listen,
I have no comment on this.
I haven't taken the. I haven't tried it yet. Tracy, but I think I will this weekend. This young man says that God will decide how many kids he has because he's gonna keep busting people down. I'm, I can't. I don't want. He literally said, "Oh, I could be 85, and God might decide that I'm gonna have another baby." It's not God deciding you're gonna have another baby, Nick. God, I mean, God didn't give you that big ass dick for you to go around here busting everything down, moving. I mean, while you doing all of the busting down, you ain't came and knocked on my door yet. Can you come over here and knock on my door? Come and knock on my door.
Great theme song, by the way.
Like, what do you, Nick? This is not the good Lord telling you to, replenish the earth.
Like, is he trying to reenact the the Bible after the Great Flood? Is
I
he trying
don't know.
to repopulate?
We
Is
got like what, 8+ billion people on the earth? Is it 8 or 9 billion?
I mean, maybe he's looking at global, warming climate change is gonna wipe us out, so he's trying to do his part. I have no
So
idea.
wouldn't it wipe out his kids too?
I don't know. Maybe they're like genetically modified. I don't know.
I don't either.
It to me, when you have that
Oh,
kids, you're not actively involved in their lives. Just as my opinion. Now he might feel that he's a great dad. I just don't feel like he's going to be present for all those children. Um, but hopes and prayers.
I mean, I just, I, I just,
See now Tracy's like, that was me. In
I
college.
got a bitch just came.
It was called Plan B. And that's what that shit was called.
A bitch just can't. You ain't lying, Tracy. If no, that's not true, Tracy. Because if I had a cooter after the third one, I would get my tubes tied. I would tell the doctor after, hey, while you down there, go ahead and take care of that. Because this ain't gonna stop. This train ain't gonna stop. So you might as well go ahead and take care of that. Get them tied, snipped, burnt, whatever you need to do. Baby, I don't need to have no more. I'm just saying. That's how that would work. I might give it a good go for three. After the third one, baby, that's it. Baby, go ahead. While you down there, snip, 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 burn, burn, burn. Whatever you need to do. I don't want them all. I'm just saying. But yeah, a bitch just can't with you, big ass Nick Cannon. At least not until you come knock on my door.
I just need, I don't know. I just want to stop hearing about him having kids. I'm tired of the maternity photo shoots. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Sick of it.
It's just like the one cousin that keep getting pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
More baby showers for you. You get nothing else from us. You get nothing else. No, we're done.
You better recycle them good gifts. You better go ahead and recycle them good gifts.
Like, we're done.
Did you hear this story about this lady in my hometown of Miami, Florida, who says that she needs to be, released from jail because her baby, she's pregnant, and she says that her baby is a person and they are unlawfully being detained when they didn't commit a crime?
The baby is an accessory to the crime.
I just can't. I just can't.
What do you want from me? The baby's an accessory. The baby was with you the entire time you were committing the crime. The baby's ride or die. The baby
literally.
The baby will also be housed until birth. Absolutely.
I don't know what to say about this. I don't know what to do. I don't have the energy for her.
It's always your state, though. I do want to say that. It's always your state.
I think it's the heat. I think it's the heat. I think it's the fact that Florida is shaped like a penis. Nothing good comes out of the penis. The penis gets you in a lot of trouble. Hey, Montrez. Hey, Ravine. Oh, it's 12:35. March, y'all know what to do, March.
See, that's what you did with me last time. See,
Kari says she on sis side. These people be acting like it's a human. That is true. They be acting like it's a human when it comes to, abortions and all of that stuff. But now you'll keep the same energy. Keep the same energy.
And I think this is what a lot of people were trying to caution them about. Hey, you need to be cautious of what you're doing with this fetal personhood stuff. Because it will have unintended consequences for you. But you can't use logic to reason with people that didn't use it to reach their initial conclusion. It's not going to work. You can't be logical with the logical people.
You can't make sense of the nonsensical. I just didn't have time. I would
say it is a novel argument, but I think it falls on the merits. Girl, you did the crime. Like, you're gonna have to sit there.
Like, you expect to be released
like, when you have your child not gonna be there with you. Your child not gonna be locked up. So, like,
and let's be clear, you are not gonna be pregnant perpetually. Even if they went with your argument and they let you out, baby, when you push it out. I told y'all I ain't have time. You cannot make sense of the nonsensical. Nope. Not doing it. Can't do it. Won't do it. A bitch just came. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go in the dossier. What is in the dossier today? Listen, y'all, the dossier is not that packed today. So we can talk about some things.
Not Tracy peddling hall passes. That's a hustler right there. Tracy was selling snacks on the playground. Tracy is
Tracy was that girl when you was in middle school to high school that had that book bag full of potato chips and snacks and would sell you some in the middle of class because you was hungry as hell and you needed to eat and you would sneak and eat it in class and you knew how to eat it without your teacher hearing it or seeing you. These kids will never understand. They will never know the sheer art form of being able to open a noisy ass bag of chips without your teacher hearing it and being able to eat it in class without them seeing or hearing you eat it. Baby, that's an art. Listen, that was a sport. And it was always a girl. It was always a girl that was selling them chips and snacks, and they always had money. They kept money. Listen, I ain't mad at it. That was my friend Serena. Serena, we knew her. Ironically, her name at the time was Serena Williams before she got married. Her name was Serena Williams at the time before she got married. Yeah, funny, real funny.
Tracy was Uber Eats before there was a Uber Eats.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. You'll go to with Frito. I like the little barbecue Frito twist. I did like those. The barbecue Frito twist.
Yes. Yes.
Now, let's see what's in the dossier today.
What do we have?
So listen. According to the FCC, there were more complaints about Rihanna's halftime show than there were about Sam Smith's satanic ritual mass or whatever the fuck that was at the Grammy.
Correct.
The evangelicals were more incensed by pregnant Rihanna barely moving on stage at the Grammys than they were about whole. Oh, did I freeze for a second? I don't know. They were more upset about that than they were about whole satanic rituals that Sam Smith had at the Grammy.
I'm not shocked or surprised by that.
We know what it's about.
Well, I think a lot. I think it's multifaceted too, right? When we look at, and I'll actually go out on a limb and say it was women that were complaining about it too, because women like to police what other women wear to the point where I feel like it's entirely unhealthy. Locally, there was a woman being bullied for like what she was wearing. They were like, women were calling in and complaining about the length of the skirt or, you know, the fit of like the way it fit on her. They've been doing it for a while. And it's also like when women repeat outfits that they've worn at other award shows, but men can wear the same tuxedo. Men can wear the same suit. Nobody says anything. Why is there all this pressure on women to have to look or present a certain way? But men men are able to do it whatever the hell they want. But if Lil Nas X would have done that at the Grammys, now we know, you know, it would have been something different. You know,
maybe they would have burned down the recording academy's building if Lil Nas X
get away with a lot of bullshit. To be quite frank, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired.
Here's some of the comments that were made. Quote, inappropriate touching and dance moves. Very raunchy for a family to watch. Little kids do not need to see this. Some other things. Another person complained about, quote, sexualization, genital grabbing, and which all were far too inappropriate for a family sport event. Another person said, I will not watch this again next year if this is how you're going to disrespect our nation. Another person said, perpetual air humping and glorifying being a stripper isn't child friendly for the Super Bowl. I'm just telling you what the people say. I'm just reading what the people said.
Well, it's just a bunch of bullshit though. Like let's keep it a buck. We're saying that it's child friendly to watch these people run at full speed, 250-pound plus men tackling each other at full speed, playing a sport that we know causes CTE. But that I mean, that's child friendly though. What is it's giving Roman entertainment to me, but
Right.
whatever,
That's what they want.
whatever.
That's what they want. Please be clear. Had this woman been descended from the Caucasus Mountains, nobody would be complaining.
They wouldn't be. I mean, and like to Tracy's point, like they were fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
And I mean, Rihanna was pregnant. Like, safety, her safety was paramount. I don't feel like, I mean, she gave us a master class in doing enough. And considering the fact that she was pregnant, I don't know how far along she was. I still thought the show was fine. I didn't think it was overly sexual. I didn't think it was overly sultry. But again, I'm a person with a sex life. So I wouldn't be making these complaints because I'm not so unhappy with myself that I'm projecting through FCC complaints.
Now, at the time of this article, there was only about 104 complaints, which was still way more complaints than there was about the Sam Smith satanic ritual. I mean, and it pales in comparison to the 540,000 complaints that were received after my queen was on halftime.
Oh, with the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when that boy threw her under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
That boy.
That boy.
That boy.
Y'all's boy.
Ain't no y'all in it. Ain't no y'all in it.
But yeah, I'm not, this is America. I'm not surprised. Nothing surprises me about these people. These people aren't rightly. I'm just saying, Rihanna, do the damn thing. Baby, if I'm Rihanna, I sit and look pretty. Baby, I'm a 3 Comma Club member. All y'all whores complaining, when you become a member of the 3 Comma Club, come talk to me.
I just don't think it makes sense to complain about a show that the performers do not get paid for. I mean, the halftime show, like, I didn't pay for it. I'm watching it for free, so what am I complaining about? And I can always do this. Turn the channel. It's so easy to turn the channel versus being out.
It's literally halftime. Like, you could literally do a whole lot of other things during the halftime. If that's how you feel. If you think I believe any parts of these people saying that they're not going to watch next year, you're reaching.
Is that Marilyn Manson?
That is Marilyn Manson if you should need him.
I mean, I don't need him.
So this is a whole shit show. Remember there was the lady who said that Marilyn Manson sexually abused her? Now she is officially recanting and rescinding her statement. Let me read this for you. Ashley Morgan Smithline has filed a sworn statement rescinding her sexual abuse allegations against Marilyn Manson, claiming she was, quote, manipulated into accusing the rocker of psychological, sexual, and physical abuse. Sworn statement. Okay. Here's some of the stuff she said. Now, well, first of all, Smithline filed a declaration in Los Angeles Superior Court Thursday saying she was pressured by actress Evan Rachel Wood and others to go public with the accusations she now says are false. Here's what she writes in parts of the declaration. Quote, I succumbed to pressure from Evan Rachel Wood and her associates to make accusations of rape and assault against Manson that were not true. She also said She was repeatedly gaslit by Wood and others, including Ashley Walters, a former assistant of Manson's, who sued him for sexual assault and battery in 2021. Wood's girlfriend Ilma Gore and Game of Thrones actress Esme Bianco um, um, pressured her to believe she'd been abused in ways similar to the ways they claim to have been abused. Mind you, this woman went and did a People magazine interview. She submitted sworn statements. Now, my question is this, Los Angeles County DA, why the hell is she not in jail for perjury?
I have a question.
Hmm.
You you don't know whether you were abused or not. Like the specific allegations that she made, the very specific allegations that she made. You don't know whether you were abused or not. Like you had to be pressured to make false and or
Even
misleading.
Giselle Bryant.
Like it's giving. You're trying to drop some tears, and we're just supposed to absolve you of everything that you did. I mean, if this man did not do that to you, you absolutely need to get taken to the cleaners legally for it.
Let's be clear. White women's tears have caused the entire destruction of civilizations. Let's be brutal. That white women's tears have been the destruction of entire civilizations, entire empires. Fake ass white women tears.
But but like even in the sworn statement, there's no acknowledgement of her own wrongdoing. There's only the projection of guilt onto other people. There's no sort of self-reflection. There's no accountability. There's just, oh well, these other people made me do it. And it's like, where is your agency in all of this? Because at the end of the day, you make a conscious decision to come out and utter those words from your mouth. No one else can make you say anything. They can't make you do that.
My thing is, she had said that this man had branded her and cut her and all kinds of other stuff. She's even said, "Oh no, that didn't happen either." Now here's the deal. What happens if she never rescinds? Like, absolutely, and as we should, we definitely side with the victim in a lot of these cases. But there's always that percentage of cases where these people have no merit on their claim.
Hmm.
Now, I will say she's not the only one that's been accused that has accused Marilyn Manson, but in her case, this is horrible. Now, this does not absolve him from any other accusations that he has from other people. I just don't know. What does this say? Listen, go away forever, lady.
Hmm.
So you was just joining the party, right? You just decided, oh, all the other people accusing him of sexual abuse. Oh, I will too. I will too.
I mean, to a certain degree, like that's what critics of the Me Too movement have said it became people just jumping on a train and just throwing out false accusations. And that's why I've always been silent until the facts are sussed out and in a legally binding court, not the court of public opinion, because everyone remembers the accusations. I don't think anyone remembers the exonerations. So if you're falsely accused of something, it can be very, very detrimental to the rest of your life because people can search that up all over the internet that you were accused of X, Y, and Z. But like,
and even if you were falsely accused, it goes nowhere. It's there perpetually. So
yep.
people will always think you're guilty.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm just, look, I don't know. I always say I don't know because I don't know who people are when they're not around me. I'm not around anyone 24/7, so I don't claim to, oh, he would never or she would never. I don't know these people like that. Like, I don't know anybody like that. People can shock you with what they'll do in private, but integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking, and I can't be sure of somebody else's integrity.
Now, while Marilyn Manson's legal camp may be taking a victory lap on this, they can't take that long of a victory lap because, like I said, there are other people that are accusing him of the same thing. I don't know. At this point, anything she says is a lie to me. Like with regard to him, I don't know whether to believe her, not believe her, or what. You basically said with regard to you speaking on Marilyn Manson, we don't believe you.
Well, and then the other parties mentioned in the statement. Now, to Xavier's point, now it sounds like you're claiming there's a conspiracy to take down Marilyn Manson. Now it's kind of casting doubt on maybe other people's, valid cases, because we can speak to what those are. But now it puts everything under this very uncomfortable magnifying lens. Now we need to delve into this a little bit more, because I mean, if she's lying, are these other people lying? Especially if she included them in the sworn statement recanting her original claims.
But the thing about it is, she, I don't know. She's just at this point, go away, lady, go away.
I mean, I know what I want to say, but I mean, we could talk about that.
Now, Marilyn Manson very well could possibly be as horrible as she has projected him to be. Could be a horrible individual, just like she said. But now you're making it seems like he's the victim when there are real victims out there, and now he's the victim. Just a mess. Moving on. In other fucktard artists in music, this young man, so T.I. is in the news because Lil Bust Down, Lil Boosie, has said that he's went on the internet calling him a snitch, this, that, and the third, and started saying all of these horrible things about how, oh, you can't do this. T.I. got his fee-fees and said, bruh, how dare you say all of this, calling me a snitch? You ain't even came to me. You ain't talked to me. We supposed to be boys. You got my number. You could have came at me. I ain't never been a snitch, dog, because there was a video that came out that showed him snitching on his cousin to the police or whatnot. And so he was like, oh, and so I guess he said he put these court documents on the internet as proof that he ain't all of that. But my thing about it is we couldn't even read or see what the court documents were. We don't even know if it had anything to do with what Lil Bust Down was talking about. And it's just two horrible people going back and forth over who's the worst person. To me, it's like a pile of shit and a piece of shit arguing who's the worst type of shit.
I just don't understand who in the year of 2023 is actively seeking out either of these people to solicit their opinions on anything. I did not ask for this. I do not care for this.
This is an ABC for you?
This definitely. Like, who gives a shit?
Oh God! Go away. This is another person who allegedly has done all types of horrible and heinous things to women, but always trying to come out here looking like the victim. Who got kids running around the greater Atlanta area just like little gremlins and demon seeds. He's getting to the point that there are no redeeming qualities about this young man. None at all.
you know what? Their music when I was, middle school, high school, I would cherish those memories. But it's like the more you learn about certain artists, the less you like their whole body of work. And I think these two are definitely manifestations of that in real life.
And I'll let Kev get the last word on that one. Moving on. Not to be left out of the news because this young man felt like y'all spent too many weeks not talking about him. And he's like, let me grab a hold of the news cycle again because I ain't heard y'all say my name enough. So, in his continued attempt to allow the proverbial 12-inch erect peen of white supremacy to be violently thrust into his non-lubricated anus, y'all's boy Kanye West has now been rumored to be having some pseudo deal with Adidas again, where there'll be some deal just so he can get all of the Kanye West shoes out of inventory or sell them all out, and then that's it. I'm gonna tell you what this feels like, Cam. This is on Adidas because I believe wholeheartedly that this is the opening of the door to just go right back to doing regular business with Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put it off right now as we just bringing him in until we get rid of this inventory. It'll quiet down a couple months, maybe a year, and then we'll be right back to Kanye West having to deal with them and having more ugly ass shoes out here.
Not ugly.
Just ugly ass shoes. Hey, Lemon Kush.
I think that Adidas is in between a rock and a hard place because Kanye can't be controlled. But the issue is because I own stock, so full transparency, I do own some Adidas stock. But the issue is the losses for unsold inventory could be up to $1.3 billion. Just impacting. So this deal is supposed to be for the unsold inventory, which is estimated to be around $500 million from industry sources. And then they said they're done with them. I think, like you're mentioning, it could be a kind of leave the door open kind of deal. Like, hey, if you just shut the hell up, we can make this money again. But I don't know if he's capable of that because he doesn't want to. He clearly doesn't want to take his medication. Like, it just is what it is. He doesn't want to take his medication. He wants to feel like he's the smartest person in the room, like he's the most creative person in the room. Very inflated sense of self, I would argue. But if you Adidas, do you want to lose that 1.3 billion, or do you make this little deal to sell these shoes and then figure out what to do down the line?
But let's be clear, Adidas, this is still on you. You signed him as a sponsor. Kanye West didn't just become problematic.
Mm-hmm.
He did not just become problematic.
Y'all are dragging the shoe. They are so comfortable, though.
I'm not saying the Adidas. I got several pairs of Adidas shoes.
No,
I'm an Adidas jacket or 3.
Tracy talking about the shoes. I was like, they're comfortable though, Tracy. They're so comfortable.
I don't. But Adidas, you're either going to take the L or just look to the side in terms of what Kanye West does. Because if I'm,
well, let me
put a
question to you, right? Just because you do business with someone, does that mean that you support every single thing that they say, every position that
No, but you still
support 100% of what anybody really does.
But you still have to take the good with the bad. When you take on somebody to, be a sponsor for your merchandise, you got to take everything that goes along with that. And so you can't say we have a zero tolerance stance for anti-Semitism, but then say, oh, by the way, we're going to bring him back just to put this inventory out. Then you don't have a zero tolerance policy. Everything is dependent on the money. What's good, Mr. Pisces? I mean, everything is dependent. You don't have everything is the almighty dollar.
Yes.
So go ahead and tell the members of Bibi Netanyahu's community that you don't really care. We about this money. I need to do a politics of it all on what they got going on over there in Israel with Bibi Netanyahu and that. It's a that right there is a whole shit show.
I don't want to say too much because I feel like people in America conflate being critical of the government of Israel, the actions that they perpetuate against certain people, with being like anti-Semitic.
But even the people in Israel have a problem with what their government is doing. And our government is just sitting back and not saying nothing as if it's nothing to see here. Had it been another country, they would have already started another world war damn near if another country was doing what. Well,
and that's why Ilhan Omar was right in what she
Ilhan Omar been right about a whole lot of stuff. They just don't want to hear that lady.
Well, look at her and like, I mean, look at what she looks like. Her name, like, you know, they get off on othering her and making it seem like she has this fringe sort of opinion that's very much rooted in reality. Like, I don't understand why we give that country so much money any damn way. Like, what y'all need all this foreign aid for? For what?
Listen,
y'all got it.
Adidas, you deserve whatever backlash you get. Either you take the L and say we're serious about anti-Semitism and we will take this $500 million loss or however many billion dollar. We're gonna eat this loss because we made the wrong decision and we're gonna keep it moving and trust me, we'll make it up on the back end. Or you bow down, kiss the ring, bring him back in. And because if you're going to do that, do it full-throated. Be full-throated about it. Hey, we understand, but money sells. Not money sells. Money talks. I mean, that's just where I feel about it. You're disingenuous.
Well, you also have to look at it like this. I mean, because I work for a publicly traded company. They're beholden to the shareholders. Like, and I'm gonna be honest though, some of them shareholders, they don't give a damn about. They don't give moral ethics. They don't care about that. Am I getting a return on my investment?
Which means that they should have kept that energy from the beginning. You can't be flip-flopping. If it was all about the shareholders, you should have said, listen, I understand he said that, and we'll quiet him down, or we won't have him on no more commercials, but we still going to sell these good shoes.
And I think to a large degree, a lot of people that are shareholders are silent until they notice, like, whoa, what you mean we got all this unsold inventory? What you talking about? And then at that point, CEO gets a little worried about, am I still gonna have my job?
I'll give you a perfect example. Hey, feel good, Sean Kinsey. If you're in the, if you're still in the chat, drop down. Sean Kinsey and I are in the same fraternity. Okay, if you're in the chat, drop down, Sean. If you're still in the chat, and we have our biannual convention. We have a convention every 2 years in July of this year. It's in Tampa, Florida. Many of the members of our fraternity, did you see the statement that was put out yesterday by Grant Pole? So many people wanted him to pull out of us having that convention, which is bringing thousands upon thousands of people there and putting tens of millions of dollars into the Tampa area. And so they wanted them to pull out of it being in Florida because of what Governor Death Sentence said and did about, you know, the Black History course. And they really wanted it. And so he just came out, he said, I would love to, but the money speaks to the fact that I can't. If I lost the millions of dollars that we would lose by boycotting Florida, y'all would be mad at me and be trying to put me out of out of my position because we would have lost. We would have taken a catastrophic loss. Um, and so Sean is speaking to the fact that certain things, and my point in bringing that up is you got to weigh certain things out. You say, what's the pro and the cons? If I'm Adidas, is it better for me to just maybe take him off a few commercials, but still leave his inventory there until it sells, leave him on the payroll till it sell out? Or am I going to try and make this statement, neglecting that I could have disastrous and catastrophic losses?
I
Because I
mean,
don't care what company you are, $500 million is $500 million. That's a catastrophic and disastrous loss.
it's not a small amount of money, and people that are so concerned with morals, values, kind of the outrage politics of it all, they don't have really any skin in the game. So it's easy for someone that has nothing on the table to lose to make these very big, grandiose, virtue signaling statements. If it's my money, like, we can't be losing that like that. Absolutely not. But I get it. I mean, if he's good for the brand, i.e., selling the shoes that Tracy and others feel are ugly ass shoes, then but you also need to realize who your customer base is, because a lot of people that are into the super rare sneakers now, they're not black anymore. They're suburban white kids now. They're Asians that like buy up tons of them and resell them. Like, that's what the game just looks like now. It just looks different. So when you're looking at who your base is, if your base isn't offended by the behavior, then why would you signal any sort of strategic, change there if it's not going to impact the bottom line? Know your base.
And I'll let Camps have the last word on that. Paris Hilton is in the news. Listen, the woman says that she revealed that her virginity was broken by sexual assault. She said that at the age of 15, she was at the mall, and this man put something in her drink, and she ended up in a non-consensual sexual encounter with this man that she met at a local mall in California. That's what she said.
I'm very sorry that happened to her. Nobody deserves that.
Nobody does. Nobody deserves to have that happen to them. And as much as sometimes Paris Hilton gets on people's last nerves, nobody would wish for that to be someone, especially your first sexual encounter. Say what you want about Paris Hilton. She's a pretty girl in terms of white, if you're into the alabasters, as Tracy calls them, if you're into people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, she fits their little mold of whatever that they like.
Okay.
I ain't saying that's my cup of tea. Clearly, I don't even like XX chromosomes like that. But
I'm not disagreeing or disagreeing.
But if I did like XX chromosomes, you better believe they would have melanin in them. I'm just saying. But is she still married? I know she was married at one point.
Didn't she just have a kid?
Huh?
I thought she just had a kid or something.
Yeah, I think she's married and has a child.
Cycle, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess we don't exist in the same reality. I just wasn't born exceptionally wealthy. I don't.
Right.
I
mean, your last name is freaking Hilton. Just saying. I thought she just had a child. I thought it was a surrogate. Oh, she does have a kid. Okay, yes, she is still married. Okay, so she is married with a kid. I just feel like it would be traumatizing if my first experience was that. It probably would traumatize the way I look at it. I wonder if she's had counseling for it, because I'm sure it would affect how she maneuvers sexually, even with her husband.
I think it definitely alters your perception of sexual intimacy for sure.
And I wonder if, remember how when she first came out, she was just this bitchy girl that seemed like she didn't like anything or anybody, you know?
Hmm.
And so I wonder if this was a byproduct of that. I'm not saying it totally was, but I wonder if this happening to her is what was a part of what made that who she was in terms of personality wise.
I mean, that's a very plausible theory, I think.
We feel bad for you. We pray for you. Please don't try and put on the white woman tears for us, because you're 42 now. We're moving on. And so, in other news, so Zaya Wade has officially had her name and gender changed. Her um her mother tried to legally stop it, but that Dwayne Wade has an awesome team of lawyers, I can tell you, and they won that court case, and Zaya Wade is now Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. That's the official new name, and has had her gender officially changed. Shout out to her, congratulations, um, and we celebrate them. And listen, I celebrate Dwayne. People have given Dwayne Wade a lot of flack for this. Um, but in all actuality, it's better as a parent for you to be a part of the process than for that child to grow up, become an adult, and then you have no options and y'all at odds, and now um um now y'all don't have a
You
say
know,
in what happens.
yeah, you know, right.
Now people are going to say that they have a problem with it. This is what naysayers say, because she's not yet 18. I believe she's 15. I think she's 15. So my question to you, Cams,
How much is?
do you just give full throated congratulations, we celebrate you, or is it I have no problem with it, but I still think you should have waited till 18? Because that's what I'm hearing from a lot of
No, and I think that 18 argument is BS. Just say what you think it is, because um, I'm sure it'll tell you, like when we were growing up, we knew that we were different. Hitting 18 didn't change it.
right.
I was what I was. I am what I am. And I think we need to stop acting as if teenagers are infants. They're not. They're their own beings that have their own thought processes. They have their own feelings. They're able to articulate their emotional states. They're able to walk you through why they feel the way that they feel. And I think that, do I want to say it? Yes, I do. I feel that a lot of people grew up with conditional love from their parents. So they're used to seeing unconditional love for a parent. And they need to take that trauma up with their licensed therapist. That's what.
That's right.
And they're acting like something has been done in terms of genitalia, and it's giving weird. Like, why are you so obsessed with people's genitalia? But I also think the same is true of gender reveal parties, because you can have a situation where your child that you were so excited about being a boy or girl then comes out as trans later on in life. Now you mad because you foisted your expectations on your child, and you're disappointed that you didn't get what you wanted.
But gender reveal parties are really a 21st century thing. I never, when I was young, even going through high school, I never remember a gender reveal anything. Even if you found out what it was, you just said, "Oh, I'm having this." there wasn't this whole reveal party. You had a baby shower. That was it. That was it. But my thing is, I agree with you with everything you said because teenagers are aware. Listen, if something goes on with your body, in the immortal words of Sophia Petrillo, I'm the first one to know. Because that's your body. Before anyone else. And I think that it's so, especially in our community as a Black community, it's because it's the father. That's the difference. People, I think if Dwayne Wade were a woman, there still would have been some flack, but the fact that he is the father and there's this unbridled, unconditional, full-throated love and support for his daughter, so many in the community are not used to seeing that. There's these provisos or conditions on whether you have my full-throated support and as a human being. And so it's an amazing thing to see, and it's an awesome thing to experience. I'm so very happy for Zaya and the love that she receives from her father, because that's not um what people thought would happen, especially a father who comes from sports, which is supposed to be the macho machismo, all of that,
Hmm.
you know. And I'm sure he may have had his own trepidations or own gripes in the beginning, or how am I going to deal with it? And his feelings are valid as well. I don't want to not validate the feelings of someone who may, have issue with it. But if you're going to say unconditional love of a parent, then that has to mean that. And parents aren't masters and children slaves. You don't own your child. That is a human being. You don't own them.
I
And
just think it's a lot going on behind some of the commentary that I've read. A lot of it is really ignorant. And I hope that some of these people, they don't have children that go against the grain, because I feel like their children are going to get kicked out. I don't feel like a lot of these people have ever really interacted with people that present differently than they do, and it's not a very enriching sort of life if you're in an echo chamber your entire life.
Joshua, that statement is so untrue. The mother did have a say in the situation, which is why they were in court. The mother absolutely had a say in it, which is why they were in court. What's not fair, or what is out of order, is the mother not wanting to have a say in any other thing about that child's life. The mother not wanting any parts of the child, except for when this came up. Now, no, see, yeah, but the mother did have a say, and the court, the legal system said, we understand you want to say, but that's not how this goes. That's not how this is going to work.
Yep, she did get the petition in court. They made the decision, but it went through a legal process where they weighed both parents' wishes and concerns.
So,
I mean, and on this, like, is this something you can really compromise on? Like, is there a compromise here? I don't really think so.
the thing about it is, even if the mother had her say, Zaya was going to do this at 18 when it was, she could do it on her own legally. As a parent, I would much rather be a part of the process to support my child, nurture my child. Really, we hashed that out a while ago. The whole mama and what she got going on, and we know what that's about. There's no need to hash that out. But shout out to Zaya. You're beautiful, girl. You're beautiful. So,
And very supportive.
oh, ladies and gentlemen,
My favorite section.
non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, it is time for our sugar spice segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. Daddy gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
I really love the new Sugar Spike song. The new Sugar Spike song is so good. It's so good. It's so good.
I just want. Where do you even find this stuff at?
Listen, I have awful friends. Awful friends.
It's the fact that this is the part I like.
Right. He said, now see this part I like. Actually, that little snippet is actually like a 3-minute video of him singing the whole, like I have the whole, like it's like 2.5, 3-minute video. I ought to play it one day of him. It's slower, but he's just as animated from the beginning all the way to the end. It's so crazy.
I love that for him. I do. I really love that for him. He was feeling it.
He was.
He was in his element. He was feeling the moment.
I mean, we later found out that he was on My 600-Pound Life. Anyway, our Sugar Spike segment.
Interesting bit that you just threw out there. Okay.
So, since we're spiking out, so we have this situation, right? Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up. Look at that. All right. So this is was printed on a Chick-fil-A cup. This is the receipt printed by Chick-fil-A. Okay.
I knew it was Chick-fil-A.
So Chick-fil-A is being accused of being racist again after printing what this person believed was a racial slur and epithet on their receipt. A North Carolina mom took to Facebook sharing a photo of her daughter's Chick-fil-A order when the N-word, which had the N-word printed on the receipt. The company believes this wasn't intentional, rather a misspelling. However, they still may face legal action. Quote, "This is really bothering me. My daughter just left from Chick-fil-A off Brookshire, and this what the employee put for her name. And it's Black History Month," wrote April Jackson via Facebook. The post included a photo of her daughter holding her daughter's drink, which had a receipt reading B-N-I-G-E-R as the customer's name. Jackson told reporters she gave her Nyasha, her name Nyasha, to the woman employee upon ordering. So the girl's name is Nyasha, spelled N-Y-I-A-S-H-A. Now I don't know how you go from Nyasha to that over there, okay? When she pulled up to the window, a male employee handed her the bag and warned them to look at how the name was spelled. So the male, I don't know if the male employee was black, but the male employee said, "Listen, here's the bag. Girl, look how they spelled your name on this receipt." Oh, so that means that tells me there was a concerted effort. There was motive and a concerted effort to do this.
Now, Evie says she go to that Chick-fil-A all the time.
On Brookshire? Wait, what Evie say? Evie, you have something to add? No, I go to that Chick-fil-A all the time. Child, have you ever had that happen before, Evie? Girl.
it's intentional because how do you? I would even try to spell that honestly. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm a. You decided to freestyle it. Okay. I mean,
Uh,
it's Chick-fil-A. I'm not shocked. Like,
no, this is Chick-fil-A. Homophobic ass, racist ass Chick-fil-A.
it's just like me being upset about them doing some racist stuff at Cracker Barrel. Okay, that's what I expect.
Um, Cause now they're saying that people are trying to explain it away. No, not Chick-fil-A. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe it was kids being kids. This shit is racist.
I never got why people always resort to, oh, it's a prank, or uh, pranks are funny to the person being pranked. This isn't. I wouldn't find something like this funny. I find
And
it.
you knew it was wrong when I'm gonna just say it, when the black boy said, "Girl, look at how they spelled your name on this good receipt." You knew it was wrong.
Hey, you might want to read this. How they got your name spelled.
Oh, I think he was trying to safeguard himself. Like, girl, I ain't put this on here. Just know, read how they put that on there, girl. I'm just handing you the thing. Now, on the other hand, I think it was up to that black boy to call out the coworker and say, "Hey, what is it? Y'all need to take this off of this." Like that. That's how that should have been handled. You should have saw this on there and said to the girl, "Hey, give us a moment. Can you pull over there? We'll bring it to you. We'll bring it to you in just a moment. Go back to the back. Hey, I'm not giving this to this black woman. This right here. That ain't her name. Y'all need to take this off of here." That's how that should have went.
But does the employee feel empowered to do such a thing in that work environment? Is the question. And how old is? I mean, because I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, I didn't feel necessarily empowered to speak up like that. Now I do, especially now that I know, what
I
my.
mean, if he felt empowered to tell her, he
Cause,
thought enough of it to tell her, "Hey, you might want to look at this."
but I think you can do more with social media outside than you can as an employee on the inside. We saw that with what was it, the Dunkin' Donuts lady?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work at Dunkin' Donuts anymore because
Mm-hmm.
to take her videos down. They wanted her to take her piece down, but the other person's video is allowed to stay up, or you're basically being denigrated and just abused on social media. Absolutely not.
A mess.
But I'm not shocked by this. I mean, I don't.
We're not shocked.
I'm
It's
not.
Chick-fil-A. So this story
Oh,
is from
God.
not Florida, but not to be left out, the great state of Texas, governed by Governor Hot Wheels. So last year, state law went into effect that you could not do diversity training in your hiring or as instructional at any Texas state govern or state entity in Texas. So the colleges and universities are have to conform. However, they had already had in place before the Texas law went into place. They had already revamped courses and things and had initiatives put in place that was supposed to start in 2023. This started back in 2020 before this law was even in place. So apparently, the new diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in Texas colleges are now paused due to increasing pressure from Republican state legislatures, including Governor Hot Wheels, Governor Greg Abbott, and his administration. The University of Texas system which has 13 institutions and more than 244,000 students, has suspended such initiatives following a February 4th warning to state agencies from the governor's office that DEI considerations in hiring are prohibited and violate state and federal anti discrimination laws, according to the Austin American Statesman. And it goes on and on about the legalities of it all. But what's being said is they're also um, they're also removing courses from the schools, the state schools surrounding diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, the problem with that, Cams, is this. Say I'm a human resources there are people who major in HR. Like that can be your major. HR, where you're going, or they're calling it people ops now or whatnot. I don't remember the technical term for it, but that could be your major. If that's your major, you may very well take a job outside of the great state of Texas. They have a certification test that people take if they want to become HR or people ops. I think it's called SHRM or something like that.
Yep.
I can't remember the technical, but there are questions in the certification about diversity, equity, and inclusion. So now you're depriving people of real and true education. This is the great state of Texas. This is another. I'm not surprised.
I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it other than being, cruel, because, if you don't want to do diversity, equity, and inclusion sort of initiatives, you don't want to like look at that in hiring. What you're going to then create are future workers that remain totally ignorant of things. So they're gonna leave the great state of Texas. They're gonna go to these other states where they don't really have that, and you're going to do things that violate all sorts of HR policies, and you're going to potentially create lawsuits for your employer. You're going to be a liability. So what's really going to happen is like you're going to be not as strong of a candidate as someone that came from a state that's not in the dark ages.
Because if I'm an employer and I see, where did you graduate from? Oh, University of Texas. Oh yeah, no, we don't want no parts of that.
I mean, they do it now. Based on where you graduate from, they just toss your resume in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just feel like it's going to cause a lot of future lawsuits by, creating toxic work environments based off of the filer's protected class. Because it's almost like they don't realize that there are protected classes in America for a reason, because there's just a ton of discrimination that occurs. But they want to hand wave racism away. They want to hand wave prejudice and discrimination away, like people don't have these thoughts and beliefs, and they're in positions of power to close doors for people based off of their illogical belief system. Like they act like that doesn't happen. Like literally, it still happens today.
Stay tuned. This is, Florida is now introducing legislation like this into the, it's making its rounds in Florida. There's about 6 other states. I know Missouri is one, Arkansas is one. There's a couple other states that have similar legislation that's making its rounds. So stay tuned. This ain't the end of that.
How interesting. States that I would not want to live in.
Okay. So police are warning people about what today is. What is today? I'm glad you asked. National Day of Hate. Oh, yeah. So let me read this for you. Law enforcement officials across the United States are warning Jewish communities to be vigilant this weekend, as well as LGBTQ plus communities, as police forces increase their patrol of these spaces ahead of a planned Day of Hate scheduled for Saturday, targeting those communities. Neo-Nazi far-right extremists and white supremacist groups have encouraged their followers to distribute anti-Semitic and anti-LGBTQ banners, stickers, flyers, and graffiti on Saturday during what they bill as a quote national day of hate. The potential threat of protests and violence comes as extremist groups across America have become emboldened to spew their vitriol amongst minority communities, including communities of color and Jewish and LGBTQ plus communities. And it goes on and on and on. So, thought,
Question. Like, what's so great about being white? I want to know. That I don't understand like the superiority. Like, what's so great about being white? And I don't have anything against white people. I do have a lot of things against white supremacists because what makes you great for something you had no control over? What do you do? Like, I don't know. I guess I just don't get like hate groups. It seems weird that y'all get together and commiserate on people that you are allegedly better than, supposedly better than.
My thing is this: play pussy and get fucked. Listen,
Run
we are
up.
not ancestors. You come with the fuck shit, we will meet you with equal fuck shit.
I always tell people, like, if you're prepared to touch someone, be prepared to get touched back. And it might not be you being touched in a way you want to be touched. It might be their foot stomping your mouth on the curb touched. So just be cautious of who you trying to lay hands on if we ain't talking about prayer.
A mess. Moving on. So the United States Senate is in the news. So the progressive wing is losing its mind with the Democrats in the Senate. We know the Democrats have uh, hold of the Senate. The progressive wing ain't here for the fuck shit. Here's what's going on.
Mhm.
There is a standing, understood rule in the Senate called the blue slip practice.
Mhm.
And what it means is, let me explain what that is. And this is regarding confirmations of people to the judiciary. If you remember, President uh, Trump had an astronomical number of people that were confirmed to federal bench. Biden is trying to thwart that by getting a whole lot of people on the left um, confirmed to the bench. However, the Dems are trying to play nice with people who don't play nicely. So, under this blue slip practice, which is not an official Senate rule, senators can unilaterally block federal district court judge nominees from being considered by the committee if the nominee is from their home state. Only if they submit a quote blue slip for the judge can the nomination proceed. So if you are a Republican and this person is from your state, you can unilaterally say, nope, don't even want them from to be considered for nomination because you're from that state. And that's just an unspoken rule that they've had. And they have to submit a quote blue slip after negotiations with some people in order for that nomination to proceed. It's not an official rule. It's just something that they have abided by,
It's a tradition, and
a tradition.
to be clear, the tradition is only about 100 years old. It's only about 100 years old.
McConnell wasn't following that tradition when he was the majority leader. They were just ramming them in with reckless abandon.
And I get why they do it. I get why the blue slip practice exists. Like when you want to read the Constitution, you're supposed to provide advice and consent. Looking at Article 2. But even when you like go back and look at the history of it, every time there's been like an objection and it still went through, it was over the objection of a Democratic senator for some reason. The Republican blue slips were always respected. So it's just like, what's the point?
Which is why I say, why play nice with people who don't play nicely?
You cannot engage in negotiations with people that are negotiating in bad faith.
These people are terrorists. Terrorists.
But I also think that the progressive wing needs to wake up and realize that America is not nearly as progressive as they think, and that they're pretty right of center, I would say.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I will say what's seen as left, the goalpost has moved for that because the right has moved so far right.
Yeah, the Overton window has moved to the right. So like more people than not, to me, are, when you look at where the polls have moved to, also the left is terrible at messaging policy. They're terrible.
That's true. This is something you brought to my attention, sir. Do you want to introduce this story? This is your story.
I absolutely do not.
You don't want to introduce this story to the people?
I do not. I definitely want you to do the. I feel like you present in high definition. I don't want to give them the lesser version.
So, the headline says Christians could sue people who call them homophobic if this GOP bill passes. Of course, not ever to be left out of a sugar spiking segment. Governor death sentence is here for you all. So, in the great state of Florida, a bill is being introduced by State Representative Alex Andrade, House Bill 991. This bill would make it easier to sue journalists, publications, or social media users for defamation if they accuse someone of racism, sexism, homophobia, or transphobia. The bill says that publications can't use truth as a defense when it comes to reporting on people's anti-LGBTQ plus sentiments by citing the person's constitutional, constitutionally protected religious expression or beliefs or plaintiff's scientific beliefs. It isn't just limited to professional journalists. If it affects anyone in public, including people on social media. That's the meat and potatoes of it all. So basically, if I say that someone who called me the F bomb or called someone else the F bomb is homophobic, they can sue me.
I thought it was absolutely absurd, and I was like, "This can't be real." And I was like, "Oh, it's Florida. Let me send."
Please be clear, it won't just be Florida. If this makes it through to actual law, oh, it won't just be Florida.
Well, I mean, things become law all the time that then have to go through the court systems, waste millions in taxpayer funds, and then gets overturned because it was unconstitutional to begin with. This is just more of them doing that. Like, I feel like the right literally has no ideas. They have no policies. Like, they just go, which group do we hate today? They very, very well use historical playbooks where they blame a subset of the population for all of the ails going on in society. They hammer down on those people as if they're evil, they're subhuman, and they just target them. And they continue to get reelected on these wedge cultural issues when they're just greater things to worry about. And this is just one of those things. Like, really, like, I mean, can a Floridian tell me what good thing Ron DeSantis has done for the average Floridian? Has there been anything he's done that's been good for that?
Nothing. Just a mess. We'll keep you posted on this. Oh, this is becoming my favorite segment. So caption this. That's our new segment where I put up a picture and y'all get to interact in the audience. Y'all know me. I'm going to be out of pocket with this one. Okay.
Yeah, we know.
I'm going to give the first caption. Here's the picture. That is a young Alicia Keys sitting there.
You're foul.
That's immediately when I saw it. Y'all don't want to know the horrible things that go on in my head. Do you have a caption, Cam, for this? Y'all can put y'all captions in the Y'all can put y'all captions in the chat.
And to realize why people thought she was.
Tracy says, throwback to when I.
Tracy
Oh God!
is a menace in the comment section.
I love Tracy.
I do too. I do too.
That's throwback. This is before I got a caption. Before I started stealing people's husbands. Back when I was only stealing people's girlfriends and wives. Throwback Thursday.
Miss Steal Your Girl.
I walked so young Miami could run. You know what?
She's always been pretty.
Being pretty or not, does it?
I mean, she's always been pretty though.
Yeah.
She's always been pretty.
We never said she was an ugly girl. Cam, you have not given us a caption yet.
Because she's giving me nothing in the photo. I got nothing for you.
You got nothing for me?
It's giving nothing.
MVN say this was my stud's face. Tracy said, living my stud truth. Oh, God. Anyway. In the year, Cam, what's your guess?
1971.
1971. Guesses in the chat. 1971. Listen.
I've been on a Motown, kick recently though, so that's why I'm hoping for something a little bit earlier. And then
I should probably
controversy. So
next time when I bring someone up, I might ask them to tell me what year they'd like to do.
88 will be a great year, Tracy. That would be a great year to do.
I think we did 88. Did we do 88? No.
I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday or today. So I couldn't tell you.
I think we did 88.
Did we? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do these people do in the gym? Are they juicing? I want to know.
I don't know.
Because I feel like a lot of people.
But that also genetics plays a part in it as well.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people also juicing.
Harold say 1991, 1986, 1974 or 5, 2001. All right.
What do we have?
Roll, please. The year is. Where's it go? 2009.
God.
2009.
Boo.
That is the year 2009. That
Mm,
was how many? That was what? 14 years ago? Yeah,
I was still in college.
14 years ago. Here's some things from 2009. We had swine flu, H1N1. That was a real big thing at the time.
They came
Why?
out.
That was even before bird flu.
No, I thought the H1N1 was after the avian. 'Cause
Maybe it was.
I saw avian happened during
I think avian was '06.
hmm hmm Oh wow, Joshua. Oh
That's what we're doing, Joshua. That's what we're doing.
wow.
Bitcoin started in 2009. Bitcoin started then. Tracy said she got married. Harold said he was 17. He was a senior in high school that fall. Um,
I senior.
Precious, the movie came out in 2009. Child, that
That
was my movie. I think I watched that movie like 3 or 4 times.
that movie was a lot.
It
That movie-
was a lot. I loved Monique's character though, because she would be like she embodied how the things that I would say. Like I was with I love a good villain, so I loved Monique's character in Precious. Loved it. My favorite scene is her running down or attempting to run down that block with that chicken box in her damn arms. Listen, we lost the king of pop. We lost MJ in 2009, July 25th, 2009. He died. Yep. I remember that day. That's when TMZ blew up. Remember, TMZ reported on it first, and that was before TMZ was a big thing, and nobody believed TMZ. And then when TMZ was right, and they started to be the ones that had all of the scoop first, that's when TMZ blew up. If you also remember, Don Lemon blew up too, because remember CNN put Don Lemon on the MJ coverage.
I still don't care for that man.
I can't stand
He's only been around
Don.
2 years.
Donna get on my nerves.
We'll talk about that more.
Um, oh, it was June 25th. I thought it was July 25th. You might be right. It might have been June 25th. I know it was one of the J's.
It wasn't January. I remember that month.
I know it wasn't January. Yeah.
It was warm. It was warm when.
We had that U.S. Airways flight that landed in the Hudson River with Sully Sullenberger. I think that was his name. That had that emergency landing.
Yeah, they made the movie after it. I think Birds got adjusted in the engines.
Hmm.
hmm
That was a really big thing, and he became this national hero. So, I remember that. That was a big thing.
Oh, back when U.S. Airways was a thing.
Yeah. Also, we had the inauguration of Mr. and Mrs. Obama. Well, of Obama, and we loved us some Michelle. Michelle was so beautiful that day. I loved me some Michelle. I remember waiting with bated breath to see what Michelle would have on before the inauguration. I was like, what is she gonna have on? I remember being mad because I wanted to go and I had something happen and I couldn't go. I was slated to go and something came up and I couldn't go. I forgot what it was. And I had to watch it on TV. I was real bad about that. But then when I found out it was like 3 degrees, I was like, oh, maybe it's a good thing I did go. So shout out to the Obamas. Little Sasha and Malia when they were little. And now they're all big and grown now.
hmm
Here are the top grossing movies.
Ooh, such a trash.
Yeah, that was not a good movie. Year for movies. Avatar came out that year. Avatar's back out again. Lord.
I do not like those movies, and I don't know where they're.
Even though the best line from that movie is still a line that I would say today, which is do not engage the hostiles. Do not engage the hostiles. The Hangover, the original, the first Hangover came out in 2009. That was a good movie.
That was funny. Yeah.
I was never a Harry Potter fan, so I've not seen any of the Harry Potter movies.
But
Transformers, I've seen all of them, but I've not seen a single Harry Potter movie.
I didn't like
Or
the
read a
Blind
single
Side
book.
at all. I hated the Blind Side.
Here's the music of 2009. This was my transition time. I was transitioning from listening to the radio to just listening to my MP3s at the time or
Hmm.
my own playlist. Like I was really transitioning from radio. I was big into Lady Gaga at the time. Poker Face, Paparazzi were my jams.
That was a good album, though.
It was that
It still holds up.
that acoustic version of Poker Face, the slowed down acoustic version. I used to play that like it was going out of time. I used to play it like hundreds of times a day.
I'll be honest. Once we get past a certain number, I'm like, what the hell are these songs? But
Listen, this is according to Billboard. Birthday Sex by Jeremiah. That came out there. I loved Pink, that Pink album with Sober and stuff like that on. Pink had such a good album. Oh my God.
she just release her ninth album?
I don't know. You might be right.
Just released her ninth album, I want to say.
Yeah, but Pink, oh my God. I Lady Gaga and Pink had heavy rotation. Oh, The Climb by Miley Cyrus. Oh, I hated that song.
Still do.
Oh, God, that
Still
song
do.
used to make me want to vomit.
Still do.
God,
Yep, still do.
that song was so Beyonce Halo. I remember that. That was a decent song, Beyonce Halo. A decent song. Anyway, that was the music of 2000.
Tracy said, I've heard better. Tracy said, this top 10, a little bit weak.
That was 2009. I didn't make the list. That's the list that they gave me.
That's what the people were listening to.
That's what the people listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost it's time for Tracy's favorite segment,
Least favorite segment.
the palate cleansers. The palate cleansers. See what we got. Oh, I follow him on Instagram. Oh my God.
Is he playing aquatic basketball? What was
It's him and his hair. I'm so obsessed with his hair. I'm always obsessed with the thirst traps that have all of the hair. Always so obsessed.
mm,
There's a black beauty. Jason. There you go. That's him again. It's the hair. It's the hair.
it's the hair for you?
Hmm. It's the hair. Absolutely the hair.
Okay.
I don't know why my screen isn't moving like it should. This is Bay less favorite. So he said he'll tell he finds every peanut. Well,
Dude,
tell your Bay that I be putting the XX chromosomes on here to tell him I give him what he needs too. I mean, I'll be putting some titties and
dude look
ass up there.
young in the face.
Ah, just saying.
I don't see it for him. She's pretty.
He is. See, there you go, Tracy. Tell your boo. There it is. Hey, hey, boy.
Yeah, El Teddy got a type, y'all.
Absolutely, I don't.
Having a penis.
Hey, Janae.
Hey, Janae.
Now, if I had a type, he might be included in it.
If they have a penis and
That's him again. Oh,
yeah.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Orion can get it, child. Where's Xavier? I know he was here earlier, but I ain't seen him pop out in the comment section. Oh, he said he might be coming around. See, tell him there you go, right there. Yeah, she look real thick too. Look at them thighs and them hips.
Mhm.
Okay. Ah, that's a thick young man. Look at them. Look at his calves and his leg. That's some thickness right there. That's what that is. Oh, oh, oh. Yes.
I can't with Joshua.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. This is for all my people who like this more seasoned men,
Season.
seasoned daddies.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, Tracy.
Hmm.
Responding to Tracy.
Oh,
Short, yes. Oh no,
she is
she
pretty.
got the hair on her.
And she is pretty. All that oil glistening on her bodies and her tatas. That's a nice picture.
She did that. She ate, left no crumb.
Hmm. Here for it. See,
Mhm.
Tracy, tell your boo. There's a picture right there. Now, if he can't get into that, then I don't know what to tell him.
Tracy, healed is my type. Do they just put oil on in these pictures or what?
I think so.
Okay, sounds like.
I think that's what they do. Oh,
Oh, well, we know why you like this one.
crotch watching. Oh, I'm on the TV. What's good, bro? I'm trying to give you some
I mean,
legs and hips and body.
you're showing him male body right now. Yeah.
Well, I gave some female. Listen, I'm doing the best I can. It's better than when I didn't give nothing. Remember, we only had.
It only took Jason months, to get a change.
See, there you go, right there. There you go.
Her smile is everything.
She is pretty.
Mm, for sure.
Mm,
Oh, look
mm,
at that. I'll tell you, you can see a little package.
mm-hmm.
Like FedEx came early for Christmas.
So did. I didn't know I had this many palate cleansers. See, there's another one.
See, I like a nice underboob. Underboob
So
is nice. Very lovely.
don't say I don't look out for everybody.
You ain't showing me shit I like, but whatever.
Oh, hey, hey, boy. Oh, now that right there, that's too much for me. Some ladies like all that. That's just a
That
little
man
too
got
much.
guns. Okay?
That,
He
yeah, that's too much for me. I can't. I can't.
gems.
That's too much.
That
That's
man
too much.
gems.
Too much for me. I
Trying to figure out that lineup. Like, what's going on?
think that's the last one right there.
If If you ain't in the gym, you don't need to be posting on Instagram. Apparently,
Apparently. Apparently.
if you regular, don't even we don't even want to see you.
Okay. Well, sir, we have come to the end of our program. Did you enjoy yourself today
Of course, I did. I always enjoy Silly Saturdays.
on Silly Saturday?
Look forward to these. So yes, I definitely did.
I look forward to Silly Saturdays as well. And I hope you all too. If y'all enjoyed yourself, put a shout out in the chat. If you enjoyed yourself today, and you enjoy Silly Saturday, this is our flagship programming around these parts, and we do put an extra little effort into Silly Saturday. You always are welcome to patronize and contribute to the platform if you should so choose to. We are here. Donate to the Snack Fund. We try to give you all just a way to get away. You can always come back and watch the replays and so forth and comment. Um, uh, when are we going to see you again, Cavs? Just in the chat. That's it. Are you going to be around to really be later?
Of course, I'm gonna be at Really Big. That's my boo. You know, I got to support Really Big. No, but I have the notifications on for you for Really Big. Other content creators I subscribe to. So if I can make it, you know, I always try to be there. To
And anybody else who would like to be a color commentator on Silly Saturday, just let me know. You can come up and add to the fun. We have fun here
it needs to be
on
Tracy
Silly
next because she threw me under the bus in the chat. It need to be
Saturday.
Tracy.
You were voluntold. If you are a member and you have not been added to the members only chat, please go and add your Instagram handle to there's a members only post on my community wall. Just in the comment section, put your Instagram handle and we can add you to the members only chat.
It, it's a fun chat,
It
actually.
is a very fun chat. They are out of order. I'm sure as soon as we get off of here, they'll be doing what they do over in the members only chat. So members, we can go on over to the members only chat when we get up off of here and do what we do over there. Listen, y'all, I had fun with y'all today. Y'all know how it goes.
This was fun.
I thank you all for being here. Y'all could have been a whole lot of places, but you decided to be here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal president active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. I am here to give you all me, and I will do that as long as the good Lord should allow me. I think that's all I got. I will see y'all tonight at 8 um on Really B's platform where we will be celebrating. I got some good gin. I'm gonna hold on.
What kind
I
of
got a
gin?
little bit. I got like half a bottle left of my Empress 1908. So I'm gonna save this half a bottle for when we.
It's pretty.
I know it's good too.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
drink.
save that for tonight. We'll finish that off with Really B tonight.
I'll be drunk tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be on one in the chat. It's gonna be great.
So we'll do that over there with Really B. I'm so excited for her tonight. So we'll do that. I think that's all we got for y'all. We're gonna go backstage and stuff like that. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely, and we're gonna get up out of here. We are out.